With the November 2020 release of eConfig on Cloud, you're going to see some new changes in the UI. We've refreshed it and tried to simplify some areas to help aid in your productivity. So the first big change you're going to see is on this home page. You'll see on the left is the existing one, and on the right is what the new design looks like. Now this is in a development environment, so you might see some things that look a little bit different from time to time, but generally this is the style you're going to see. You see now that the header is much more compact. The action buttons are all still there, but the help has moved up to the header bar with this little question mark here. You'll also notice that throughout the application you can get to the support page to report a problem from any time you're in the application, selecting this in the header, and it'll actually open that up in a new browser window so that you don't disrupt your current configuration session. So if we go ahead now and just go ahead and start an initial order, the second thing that you'll notice is that we've taken this action bar that you see on the left here, and we've moved it up into the header bar. So the actions to start another session, to create an initial order, create an upgrade, open a local CF report, or manage the repository, are all now up here on this very top header bar and stay there. So we buy a little more space back from there. Now, everything else is generally the same here. You're going to still select your brand. I'm in a development environment here, so I have some different selections. And I'll do test 1, and over here I'll do new UI. And so let's go ahead and start a configuration session on both of these. Now you may have some different performance again because you're talking about development versus production, but now you can see some new changes. So again, this header bar has moved up to the top over here. And the actions have changed. We have a new little header here that shows the type of configuration, the brand, storage. Your end session will always be available now so that you can end session from any point in the configuration session. Now, these actions on the right stay the same, but of course they're a little bit higher because we've made this header area skinnier. Another thing that you're going to notice is these arrows, the arrows that help you navigate between the different wizard tabs have moved to under here. So if you see these up and down arrows now, you select those to move between the different wizards. So that puts it a little more in alignment with the section that we have here. So let me just go back now and go to my main selections. Let me finish here and finish here. And now you can get to this page. Very similar. Again, you'll notice that this bar has moved up to the top header bar. The support action is always here. End session has moved over to the left. We wanted to align it more with session related information, the initial order session for brand, valid. So end session has moved, but the save and save as buttons are still over here on the right. Now if these sections work the same, so if I want to pick a flash system here, and I'll do that here, and I'll just pick the first one here and the first one here, and you'll see that in most ways now, again, it's the same, but this header area has been compressed more and has all of the information up here at the top, like it's consistently everywhere. Again, the tab arrows are right here as you move through the different tabs in the application. And so the only other thing that I will say is if you want to get more details on the configuration, we used to have this I button over here that would give you basic information. Well, now if you roll over the name, you'll see an I pop up. It's not always there, but if you move your cursor over your configuration name here, it pops up. If you select it, you'll see a more extensive set of information, and I can view and share if I have a problem, and some of this information I can copy if I need to, and so forth. So these are the new changes that you're going to see in the UI. Function is still the same, but we're redoing a little bit of the layout to hopefully help put more on the screen for you and simplify navigation to certain functions of eConfig on Cloud. Thanks.